The button is active, so it should start or have started. All right. So that is definitely what I want to do first, is use the hat to make myself into a uniform that is of an authoritative nature.
Okay.
Maybe even change my hair to like black or brown or blonde or something, so that people don't go, "Hey, weren't you that passenger we've already been traveling with?"
All right. So Dove is in the engine.
Yeah.
Hey.
So
Like
that's
our current position. Where are we? Our tokens are. That is our current position.
that is correct, because Dove went to the engine to have them pull off.
Yep.
So Dove will have the opportunity to use the Hat of Disguise there.
Yep.
And then everyone else, I want you to make sure you know exactly where your character's position currently is. So currently, for example, Mother is outside for all intents and purposes.
Mhm.
You are outside, standing in front as you had just used some spells. I think you just used Detect Magic there. The
Detect
rest
traps.
of you... Oh, yeah. Detect Traps he used earlier.
Oh, okay.
He actually did a Detect Magic, but couldn't really see anything.
Right.
What time of day is it?
It has been morning.
Oh, perfect. So at least it's light out.
Yep. Oh, yeah. It's light out. So I can account for Rachel, Brian, Hunter, Jamie. I think that's everyone, right?
Yep.
There's 5, and then Dove's all the way north.
Oh, way up there.
Okay.
Okay. Once the train comes to a complete stop, I am going to make my way to the roof of the stowage car.
I'm gonna find
Okay,
my
so the
official
one,
passenger outfit.
the cargo car down here.
No. I mean, sorry.
Steerage.
The steerage car.
Okay. Okay. So we'll make sure that you are. So you're heading out as soon as you start. We're gonna say you start. So let's talk through this. All right.
We roll back like 5 minutes because I need to understand what we're doing, because I thought
that's what I'm
we
doing.
were going as the representative of the 12, because if you're changing your appearance, then coming off as a representative of the 12, it's like, no, people might not know who you are. You could be talking out of your ass, and if you hand them paperwork that says you're Dove and you don't look like who Dove is, like, that might not be a good idea.
Well, when those other guys invaded the train, they didn't exactly show us any credentials either. They just went on their word, and everyone just like bowed along because they were in uniform.
Yeah, but there's also people from houses here that might be a little bit different. Plus, if you're all the way down there, and then all of a sudden someone comes out saying they're from the 12.
As the train is stopping, it doesn't like instantly come to a stop, right?
Yeah. So let's talk it through. All right.
Because-
So as Dove, you are in the engine room.
Right.
You guys know that either you stop on the tracks, or you go to Korth, or the engineers had told you that in like 10 minutes there would be a service bypass.
Right. And I haven't
And so
told
that's
anybody
what we-
else this yet. So.
No one else knows, but everyone else. So as the train is going along, it begins to slow down.
Because before
And
I
then-
make any official plan, I do want to confer with everybody else. So if it's going to take a minute for the train to slow down, I'm going to head to the back where the rest of them are.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you can
In
start
your
heading back
disguise?
there.
No, not disguised yet.
All right, so go ahead and you can move your character, your token back to steerage with the other group. That's fine, but let me explain
Yep.
exactly what's happening there. So as Dove starts heading back, the crew begins to get ready to use the service exit. And as they approach, I'm going to say, Dove, that you are able to meet with your crew
Okay.
before it comes to a stop. So you are there as this happens.
Okay. So I'm going to
All
let
right.
them know, we've pulled off to a service stop, so we can be here
Yep.
for a while if necessary.
I will give you guys all kinds of dialogue, but let me explain what happens first.
Mhm.
So, the train begins to slow, and it slows to the point where it's now probably going maybe like almost walking speed. So everyone's kind of noticing that the train slows down. It's maybe going 5-6 miles per hour, so like a brisk walk. And as it approaches the bypass, the engine slightly lurches as the connecting crystals down below go from one branch to another. And so as the train starts to move, it finally catches this alternate route and then shimmies into place. And that shimmying follows all the way down to the end of the cart. As it gets further and further away, that shimmy is much less noticeable. But everyone where you are can feel that the train has started, has taken a turn. And it actually speeds up. It's probably going to speed up to about, I would say, 10 miles per hour, maybe 15. So about half its normal speed before it then begins to slow down, where it will come to a complete stop. So we're going to pick up right as your cart feels that turn, because immediately there are people looking out the window, murmuring and talking to themselves, somewhat alarmed at what is happening. And you will have a short amount of time where you guys can talk and plan before the train comes to a complete stop.
All right. So I first quickly let them know that we're on a service stop, so we can stay here indefinitely if necessary. Obviously, we need to figure out what the nature of the danger is, but in the meantime, we need to wrangle passengers. We should, at Lob's suggestion or Jamie's post, mention that we know that there's a danger on the train, but not let the passengers know that we don't know the nature of the danger, while we imply that we do, in an effort to get the person or people responsible to make a mistake. So, do we want to just stick with representative of the 12 as our standard cover, which is technically our standard cover, and just go from there?
Yeah. And is the train stopped?
Yeah, it just came to a stop, I believe.
Right. And now I'm on the roof.
Alright.
Reasonable idea, but caution, telling them it's a danger may panic them and cause some to leave the train, which we do not want. Perhaps, say, investigating something.
Yes.
So long we're investigating an issue.
We have reason to believe that there is a what? What do we want to say?
Contraband.
Contraband.
An
I mean,
issue.
we could use, even though it's true. I mean, it's true. We could say we're
It
using
is-
the time to look at contraband,
Right. We might
but
get the
we're
wrong
actually
people
really.
to. Yeah, we might get the wrong people to leap at that one though.
Or
Well,
could
that's
say,
we know who it belongs to, so it's fine.
could say it's a technical issue, but
But then we don't get anybody to jump.
true.
The four of you. Can the four of you, minus Lob, make me an intelligence roll?
But I will be casting Detect Magic again to get ready to investigate. As this is getting
To
ready.
investigate, because we know what's on the rail car, on the or the steer thing.
All right, I'm going to say that for everyone except maybe Mother, you have a very, very urgent and important question popping into your head. And that question is, how do you know, with so many cars, if someone is leaving?
I think
How
that's
do you
why Lob's
know?
on the roof.
Yeah, I was
The
gonna.
Lob's on the roof, but you, in order to tell everyone, right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys, I would say, would at least consider that you need to get everyone into the same car, or at least 2 cars. Everyone needs to be.
True, actually, that's a good idea. Do we now? We
'Cause
have
you don't have any way.
but we do have
So-
the manifest.
You have the manifest, and you can then use the manifest to actually count,
Yep.
which you haven't been able to do so far.
Right. Is there a PA system?
There's not. Well, I don't think so. I haven't read anything that would be useful. However, I would say that yeah, there is.
Okay.
I would say it's basically the same as like prestidigitation, right? Where you could
Right.
make your voice loud, and there are devices that in every car that the crew can tap into and basically just make their voice loud as if it's coming from the little speakers, rather.
All right.
And I'm gonna say, they showed you how to use it.
Perfect. Then I'm going to.
You do have to. So you do have to have a spell that would work.
Ooh,
So that is the kicker.
interesting.
So you do have to have a spell that would work.
Oh, it looks like I'm in trouble.
Speak with animals.
Speak with animals. I mean, technically, no. Something like prestidigitation,
Right.
or
All I have for cantrips is Mage Hand and Vicious Mockery, so neither one of those will work.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
wait,
viciously
have,
mock everyone through the intercom. You guys all suck.
I have prestidigitation. I have that.
All right,
Oh.
perfect. Then I guess you're gonna have to be the one. So what do we want? We want to inform the passengers. We need everyone to meet in the dining car. Can everyone on the manifest fit in the dining car?
It is possible, although the dining car might be a little more crowded. The premier seating might be the best.
Oh yeah. All right. So yeah, why don't we ask everyone on the train to please gather in the premier seating, and for an official announcement.
Well, there's already a lot in dining. Maybe
There is a
there's
lot
few
in the dining
cars.
car.
That way, a lot can just stay where they are.
Yep. Well, if we do both cars, then Lob can be on the roof between the two. So if anyone tries to make a break for it, he can see them.
I think before we do the announcement, we should, if Lob goes on one side of the train at the top, I'll go to the other side at the front. That way, once you make the announcement, we can see if people get off, because what's stopping someone from them making the announcement and people jumping off? At least that way we have eyes in the sky before the announcement, and then after the announcement, we can kind of make our way in.
The problem with a train, much like a bus, once you get off, if the train starts moving again, you're going to be left behind.
Right. Well, we can also probably get the staff, or at least a couple of the staff, to stand outside and watch as well.
If they're not in on it.
Yeah.
This is true.
And we can get back in. They know we're on the roof. They can come and get us. Or I would think they would warn us before they were going to move the train.
All aboard?
Having them come back and kind of corral people would make this a little more official.
Yep. Yeah. Well, let's make that announcement. Get everybody together. It's gonna take them a little while to get between the dining car and the premier seating, anyway.
Alright, head out onto the roof as well.
All right, so you guys are gonna need to let you're gonna need to let oh, what's her name? Marinor? Is that
My name? Yeah, Marinor.
Marinor?
Marinella?
Salmonella. You're gonna need to let Salmonella. Marinor. Yeah,
Hey.
Marinor. Marinor. Look at
You should have her
that.
change her character name in Roll20.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that's a good idea. Rachel, if you look in the top right of your screen on Roll20, there's a little gear. It looks like a little gear, a gear. If you click that, it says your display name, and your display name is currently
Oh, I can
Rachel
change it to Marinor.
S. And you can change that to Marinor, and you already did. And there you go. And then just hit
Wait, I want
save
my
name.
full title.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yes. The House Pride. I like it.
We have some people that go crazy with that. So it's like 5 lines of text as your title.
No, he's
I'm gonna write a whole haiku,
We
yeah.
have one person.
We have one person. Okay, so you guys need to
Two
tell
DSMD.
Marinor. You need to tell Marinor exactly
She's right here
what
with us,
she
right?
wants to say. Yeah, but
Just-
I'm gonna make her make the actual announcement.
Right. Well, we just need you to tell the entire train that it is stopped for official. What would the term be? The 12? Official the 12 business?
Okay.
Yeah, if everyone would please gather between the premier seating and the dining car for an announcement.
Okay, so
Okay.
Rachel, after Dove briefly explains what you do, you cast the spell. So as you mumble the phrase of the spell, you cast the spell and you touch the stone that's embedded into the wall. And as soon as you do, you hear a tone, bing, like a clear high tone.
Does it go throughout the train?
Is instant in every single car,
Nice.
and now you are clear to speak your announcement.
All right. Attention passengers. On behalf of the Council of 12, we need everybody to gather between premier seating and the dining car immediately for an important announcement. I repeat, everybody gather between the premier car and the dining car immediately for an important announcement.
Perfect.
That was good.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna put an
So you
official
guys-
outfit on now. Bling. But I'm not gonna change it. Not gonna change face or hair, whatever. Because if we're going with IDs, I'm gonna need that. But I want the outfit at least.
Okay, so as you guys say, you hear a lot of murmurs in steerage where you are.
Are they allowed to go up north or further up? Because they are now.
Everyone's allowed. Everyone's allowed in the dining car, right?
true.
That's a.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a. But they don't really seem to be taking it very seriously.
Folks, you heard the announcement. To the dining car, please, everyone.
And then finally you hear some grumbles, and then you'll have this group will kind of sullenly make their way in.
All right.
Oops! Oh, Marinor, I didn't mean to grab you. I'm gonna set you over there, and you can move yourself wherever you want.
How
Try
dare
to
you?
grab these slackers?
And at least we know where Tim Curry and Grumpy Guy are.
Yeah. So it looks like the dining car has become the rather crowded
Okay.
room. Okay, so that's everyone. Everyone else just kind of stays where they were, minus the crew. Let me just make sure I got everyone. Or so that you know about.
Nice.
Where my token is, that's my position on the roof.
Okay, that's what I figured. I'm not going to, put the roof back on so we can see.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, okay. So Lob is up top, and Saf, I'm assuming the same thing.
Yeah.
But if you want to be on the roof,
On at the back and then just.
okay. Yep, you can just walk along the roof. So, for those of you now, is anyone going into the premier seating? Because right now, I still have everyone in steerage. Mother, you are outside still. I don't know if you're just staying there.
Yes.
But Dalvash, Dove, Marinor, who's going in which car? Go ahead and move to your positions.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna move up to. Do these doors stay open if we want them to? In between cars?
Yes. Yep. You can prop them open. That's absolutely fine.
Okay, because I want to.
Especially while the train.
Yeah, I want to be between
stationary.
cars. If Dalavash would be so kind as to stay on this end, so no one sneaks out that way. And
Yeah,
then
okay.
Get Marinor to stand at the front of the premier car, so no one sneaks out that way. That way we can keep an eye on everybody. Does the crew come in here too? Yeah, it looks like the crew's here too. All right.
Yep, the crew came too.
Okay, then I would like to do a roll call first, since I have the crew manifest. I mean the passenger manifest.
Okay.
I say before we get started, I want to make sure everyone's here, and I'll just go down the list and call out a name, and if they answer, check them off.
Okay, and you are starting in dining car, right?
Well, I'm standing in between the two, so when I call out a name, if they answer from one car or the other, I can go in, check them off.
Okay, that works. Other than the crew, which do not appear on the manifest,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna say that
Probably have a separate
the
crew
good
manifest.
conductor gave you a crew staff list.
Yeah, I think I asked
So-
for that too, but yeah.
Yep, you've already verified them.
Yep.
So there's only one name that does not raise their hand.
Okay.
Tomas.
Who?
But it's Tomas.
Tomas? Yeah. Is he on the manifest? I thought he wasn't even on it. Right, Nate? Tomas wasn't on the manifest? I seem to recall you saying that he was mysteriously absent.
In chat is the name that is,
Oh.
and it's Thompson Wazir.
Okay. I call that. Oh yeah, there. That's Tomas probably. Thompson sounds like a Tom, like a Tomas. I call it out like 3 times. Look for anyone making any kind of a passing eye gesture, or mysterious look, or whatever. All right. And I suppose I'll have to start making some kind of a formal announcement. I say, as you are all aware, we have stopped the train.
As you're finishing the last of the names, you hear from the dining car a loud voice. Oi! What's the meaning of this?
I'm getting to that. Please be patient.
You hear a bit of grumbling coming from the dining car.
Yeah, I moved down into that side to see who's speaking.
Anyone in particular or just in general?
Why did we stop? You hear a shout. So as you guys kind of move more towards that area, just kind of peek in, to the dining car,
Yep.
you see a oops. You see a trio standing up.
Okay.
Oi! You there! What's the meaning of this? Who the bloody hell are you? Stopping the train. Don't you realise we have places to be? Business in Korth.
It's a matter
What
of
the
national
hell?
security.
National security, my arse.
What's your name,
Kill
sir?
us. Me? He does have a name, I assure you.
Yeah. I probably would have at one point called it out too.
I'm Cabrick. Cabrick Grimnail.
Interesting. I will put you on the list of suspects, Kebrick.
Excuse me, sir. Hello. And the female with him kind of like waves her hand. Miss, we didn't get your name.
My name's not irrelevant. Or not irrelevant? Not relevant to this particular moment. We'll get to that. For now,
Yes.
everyone needs to understand that we are conducting official business for the Council of 12. We have reason to suspect that there is a threat to national security aboard this train. And until we ascertain the perpetrators and or the nature of the threat, the train will remain stationary. With everyone's cooperation, we can get this
Immediately.
moving smooth.
There is a huge chorus of murmuring and shouting and
Okay.
clamoring, and people like, threat, like everyone starts asking you questions all at once. You can't even make out a single one until once again, Mr. Loud and Objectionable says, "Oi! Quiet down, you lot!
Thank you.
What kind of threat?"
I'm not at liberty to reveal that at this time. But if anyone in the train has any information regarding what we may or may not be looking for, it will help expedite this operation.
If you've seen anything suspicious,
If you
come
see
forward and let
something,
us
say
know.
something.
That would be great. Yes.
Immediately, the two goblins look to the half-elf behind. Both of them look towards her, and you can see her studying you. And she just kind of slowly shakes her head
At them or at me?
at them,
Okay.
and they turn back to you. You know more than you're letting on. We have a right to know. You can't hold us here. I don't serve the 12.
No, but the train does serve a house, which is part of the 12. So we are not here for you. We are here for the train.
Excuse me, miss, the female goblin says again.
Mm-hmm.
You have to excuse my half-wit of a husband. He's all bluster and hardly has anything worth saying. But why do we all have to gather? Shouldn't we be leaving the train? Can't you at least tell us the nature of the danger? We have many valuable things riding in this train. Our business depends on it.
It's
Should we
an
not?
immediate threat. You're safer on the train.
Roll your deception.
Yes, please. All right. Oh wait, I rolled a 9, so that's actually an 18.
Once again, the two of them turn towards her, towards the half-elf behind, and give her a look. And she again studies you for a moment, and then gives a slow, single nod.
Does she look as battle-ready as that image is?
Minus actively carrying the spear.
Okay.
But yes.
All right.
So you don't even see like a house sigil or a dragon mark per se.
Okay.
But you do see many tattoos all over her. And then with that, the three of them just kind of nod and grumblingly take their place once again.
Now, at this moment, I'm just fielding questions with half answers and non-answers while I wait for Mother to hopefully figure out what he's looking for in the steerage car. Because I don't really have questions to ask everybody if I don't know the nature of the threat. But I'm trying to play up the fact that I already do. So I'll say, I will say things like, our team is currently investigating. We are pawing through your belongings. Please be patient. Nothing will be damaged or harmed. But yeah, I will mention that we're going through steerage again to trigger somebody. Although we know we're going to get the drug addicts to trigger.
Going through steerage or going through the cargo? Okay, so you're telling them that you're going through the cargo?
Yeah. We have an operative looking through the cargo now for that which we seek. Again, I ask everyone's patience so that we can get this done quickly and calmly.
So as soon as you mention the cargo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you have a rather distraught-looking gentleman approach you, and he tries to, get your attention somewhat discreetly.
Right.
So as he walks up, and kind of bows to you, immediately behind him is a rather dour-looking individual who's just has what seems just to be like a permanent scowl on his face.
These the same two that the Tim Curry lookalike and the angry redhead man?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, would you like to have a word with me somewhere in private?
That would be most great if we could, shall we say, step outside, or perhaps we could all go towards the cargo.
Outside is fine.
Yes.
Can we get off the train between cars? Is that where the exits are, basically? Or are there actual doors on the sides? Okay. Because, again, I'll take them off in between the two cars that in question. Okay.
So what we'll do is we'll have you guys head out just on the side. So they are in between, so I'll grab him.
Do I see this?
Yeah, you see, I would say he would wait for Dove. He would let Dove take the lead. There's no flying sparks, so let me get rid of those. Alright, that's good enough for now. Alright, so...
Now, Saf has filled me in on the drugs and stuff.
Yep, you are fully aware that the drugs came. Is it just you coming out?
Yes, I think so. And is it, as far as we're concerned, they're nothing, right? The drugs is like who cares?
Well, it's a bunch of drugs that we should probably turn them in for anyway.
Yeah, but we can report them when we get to the station and get them arrested for that. That's not what we're looking for here.
The immediate.
Right. That's not something that would set off a detect traps. I would hope.
Yeah, he said we didn't find magic from the drugs. It was from, I think, under the car.
Yeah.
Who's left inside?
I am.
Okay. Right. Okay.
The drugs could actually be the weapon.
Not if they're not
Did you say-
magical. I don't know.
Is that true?
I don't think the drugs would. I don't know. I guess I don't know. It just says it's like. Doesn't.
We're not together. We're not together. Don't discuss.
No, I'm looking up detect traps though.
Okay. So as they bring you out, he says, I think you, lady, and he kind of like stops as to see if you would tell
Not
him
gonna
maybe
fill him in. No,
your
not
name.
gonna give him nothing.
Okay.
I just cocked my
so
head.
he kind of grimaces just ever so slightly, but pushes on nonetheless. My lady, yes, I would will love to discuss with you the nature of our business, and it is paramount that we secure my cargo. Yes.
I'm afraid that's
my good man.
unavailable at this moment.
But surely you do not suspect that we would be doing this thing, yes? I can assure you I am well-known trader, merchant. My family goes back many generations.
Unfortunately, somebody has been already attempting to keep us out of the cargo compartment by putting an arcane lock on the door, which we had to bypass. So I'm sure you understand we can't allow anyone near that side of the train until we conduct our investigation. And I look pointedly at the red-haired guy.
And I'd like to watch him, and if possible, roll an insight check on him.
So I'm gonna say that, yeah. So they are facing this way, right? So
yeah.
you've got from your vantage point, you're probably not gonna be able to see his face.
Sighting the back of his head.
So what you're telling me is disadvantage.
Sure. Disadvantage. I'll give you a disadvantage insight check.
You're reading his
shoulders.
Or
You're reading his body language.
Yeah. 9. I rolled a 9.
okay, you definitely, because it's almost painfully hard to miss when Dove says that. The more blustery gentleman, he looks like swiftly, like it's impossible to miss, towards the redheaded gentleman, but the redheaded gentleman, there's not a twitch. You got nothing.
Alright, I move him to the top of my kill list.
He says, my lady, you surely you have no objection to us watching over our own cargo. My man, he will go back, yes, and you will only stay by our precious cargo, yes?
I'm afraid that is not possible at this time. I appreciate your concern for your cargo, but rest assured nothing will be damaged, nothing will be taken, unless it's a threat to national security. Of course.
And what nation would that be? The red-headed gentleman says.
Well, that would be all of them. And I'll pull out my official, 12 business badge.
Which one do you hand it to, actually?
The one who just asked me, the redheaded guy, right?
Okay. He hands it. He looks it over briefly. Passes it off to Ramon, and he stares at you, and he says, By the edicts of Korth, you have no jurisdiction to keep us from our cargo. So the way that I see it, you can either let me stand by my cargo, or let us unload our cargo now. You cannot bar our way.
Now, is he
Rolling it.
accurate? Roll a what? Sorry.
You can roll. I would say roll first an insight.
Okay. 13.
Seems to know what he's talking about,
Okay.
but I'm gonna let you roll a insight, or not an insight. I'm gonna let you roll an intelligence.
Oh, suck.
You just can't seem to recall enough about the Edicts of Korth. You know enough to know that the Edicts of Korth are what put restrictions upon the dragon-marked houses.
Okay. Now, where is... Can I see Mother at all at this moment?
I'm
under
gonna
the
say,
train?
heck no.
Are you under
No,
the
he's
train, or-
Oh, wow. Mother's, yeah.
'Cause
Are you
nobody's-
entering, Mother?
Yeah.
What?
Are you entering the train, or...
Yes, after doing a very brief check under the train just to make sure it's not there, I'm going in the back entrance. And hopefully Safi has already told me which
Yeah, see, she's way up
luggage
at the
she's
front.
already checked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have told you
Previously.
literally everything. So you would have known which one it was, you would know where it is, all that.
Okay. Dalavash.
Yes.
All right. As they're heading outside, you have two people approach you. Maybe, if I can get the right ones. Oh, for goodness sakes. Okay. A very tall elf, as well as a rather striking half-elf, approach you and Marinor.
Well, they're on opposite ends of the train.
Who? Oh, they're not together?
No, they're watching different cars. Dalavash
Okay.
is watching the dining car, and Marinor is at north at the premier seating car.
Where the heck is Dalavash?
Down between the dining car and the steerage car.
Carriage, yeah.
Oh, okay. Good lord. So you're in the steerage car. Well, then shit. There's literally no one inside the dining car right now?
I thought he was in the.
No, I'm watching
car,
it from the.
Oh, you're watching it from outside the car. I thought you were in the car watching everybody.
Oh, I thought I had the door propped open and was watching it from
Well, that works too.
just outside the door.
And then Marinor is up north. Okay, then. All right. So then I guess, since you're way the hell over there, all right. So, two other gentlemen come out while you're outside, and as they step down, the darker-haired gentleman kind of slides over, and the elf, I'm gonna say here, the elf turns towards these two as they're starting to talk to you about those edicts of Korth.
Mm-hmm.
He gives them one look and he says, "Gentlemen, excuse us just a moment, if you don't mind." And he kind of just motions them to back away. And so these two kind of sullenly walk off a few steps over here. He walks over here and he kind of motions towards Marinor to come closer.
She steps closer.
So the elf, the very tall elf, approaches you and he kind of looks. Sorry, hold on. So he kind of looks over his shoulder as he's at the other two jokers that are over here, and he turns to you and he says, "I understand you serve the 12.
We do. I do.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ithuriel de Fialen." And he kind of gives you a bow.
Okay, I'll respond. I'll bow as well.
And I didn't have his name. This is my companion, Anem de Loranda. And the guy that was reading the horse book kind of nods to you, who you had a brief conversation with him earlier.
Okay.
And so they just kind of...
Yeah.
Yep. I understand that there is something somewhat dangerous. I have spoken to Marinor, but I hope that we can be of assistance. We live to serve the 12.
I look at her for confirmation of this.
Ethereal is all right. He and I go way back. Let's put it that way. But he's part of the high councils of the House of Fjarlin. I'm sorry I told him without telling you first, but I know that he can be trusted.
Well, that raises some flags. I don't say that out loud.
To be honest, well, yes. I mean, take my word for it. I promise. He's one of the good ones.
So he works for
I trust him with
Fjarlin,
my
she
life.
said?
House Fjarlin.
Ah. Do we have a secret handshake?
No, but you know some names.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say you could do some name dropping.
Okay. I'll definitely do that. It's like, oh, you work for Fjarlin then. Do you know blank? Have you worked with blah before?
So I'm gonna say you rattle off a few names.
Is he a Dragon Marked member? Oh yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
Because of the Daemodani, or not Daemodani.
Fjarlin. Okay. Yeah.
Fjarlin.
Interesting.
So I'm gonna say that as you're talking to him, there's one name that he doesn't, but several of the others he does seem to know, and a couple follow-up questions lets you know you're pretty sure. I mean, you can go ahead and roll like an insight.
Did that one just roll? I was looking at the wrong page when I clicked on it. 13?
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, as far as you can tell, yeah, he seems to know. He seems to know.
Okay.
The people that you're talking about.
Okay. This might be a dangerous mistake on my part, but my flaws pretty much imply that I put my house over the 12 in a lot of ways. So I'm going to assume that this guy is on the up and up. And I will let him know. What about this other guy? Leandar, that's the group that runs these trains, right?
No.
No.
So House Orion.
Trains.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But they seem to be together.
Lorandar is the airships, I think.
That's why it sounded familiar. I say we are actively trying to figure out what danger is aboard this train. We know that there's some form of something that means harm to a large number of people, or a large amount of harm. We just haven't figured out exactly the nature of this threat yet, but it is aboard the train. Believe we've determined it's in the storage compartment of the train.
They exchanged the two Dragon Marked members exchange a somewhat disturbed look towards each other. And then
does that disturbed look? I lost what I was going to say. Does it look like acknowledgement amongst the two? Like it's disturbing between the two of them.
From where you are, you have a pretty good view of both, and I'm assuming you're kind of on the edge as well, right? You're not hiding yourself.
No, I'm definitely not hiding myself.
Okay.
Lob doesn't hide.
Yeah. By the way, Lob, you need to check Roll20 chat.
Oh, you're probably right.
You can see the look that they give each other. And I mean, they both do look like disturbed just due to what the nature that he's talking about.
Right. I was actually going to ask that question that you sent me.
Who are you asking it of?
No, I'm not. What you sent me, I was actually wondering.
Yep. You have passive perception of 15, right?
Correct.
Okay. So both of them, and so as you say this, Dove, like Ithuriel just kind of frowns and grabs his chin. Our house is tracking multiple threats currently. I'm sure you're aware of some of the turmoil.
I am.
This concerns me. Do you feel that we are in immediate danger?
Not immediate, but pressing, I guess.
Ainum says to you, did you stop the train?
I did.
It's a good thing. I believe we're an hour from the capital of Karnath. Do you think that is their target?
It hadn't occurred to me until now, but that is a good point. I had somewhat foolishly assumed that it was intended for our destination. That might be short-sighted of me, but capital city would be a logical target.
Where are you headed? Well, no, Ainum would know where you're headed because you guys talked.
Yeah.
He said, don't rule out Fairhaven. Also, close to the capital, and one of the largest cities in all of Ondare. In fact, there are quite a few groups of individuals whose presence is exclusive to Fairhaven. What is your plan?
Right now, our plan is just to stop the train and see if we can flush out the perpetrator while one of our party searches for the actual threat on the final car.
Actually, you don't have to. You don't have to roll anything.
Does my default go high enough?
No, you see that this guy's just walking away.
Oh.
Towards the back, towards the cargo.
We need walkie-talkie.
And
all right.
As he
does so, I'm going to move to the back of the car.
Okay. So you're going to start heading towards the back of the car, and are you going to stick to this side and follow him? Don't move too fast, because things are happening.
No, I'm gonna stay with him.
Okay. All right.
If he looks up, if he notices, I'm not gonna hide my presence, but I'm not gonna announce my presence. But if he looks up, I'm gonna be like, I'm watching you.
Okay. As he's walking this way and he notices you kind of peering over Ithuriel's shoulder, he kind of walks up and kind of trying to like block your view, Dove. Mm-hmm. And he says, My sincere apologies, but I must know, what is this danger? What are we facing?
I say,
should we run?
I say very loudly, you might want to stop your friend because he's heading toward a beating. And I point at Lob.
Eamon steps forward. He literally loosens this wicked looking longsword in his sheath. He unlimbers a shield and steps right up to Ramon's face and says, "You need to get back on the train now." And he just kind of looks at all three of you, and eventually he is deflated and he walks. He steps back up onto the train and collapses. Ithuriel turns to you and he says, "We should follow. Where's your team?"
Scattered about the train in various recon spots.
He turns to Eamon and he says, "Keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that one, yes?" Eamon nods and he kind of just steps up here and kind of takes up a position in between those doors. And Ithuriel kind of nods to you and he says, "Let's go." At this point, I'm going to have you stop there. Because that kind of happened while Lob is pacing this guy.
Right.
Now, this guy... Do. So many layers.
Like an onion.
Yeah, trying to get rid of all the sparks because that's not happening. We're okay. So Lob, he is going to make it to about here. No, actually, I'm going to say he's going to make it to about here before.
Sorry, I'm gonna jump cars.
Okay.
Continue.
All right. Are you going to try and do it quietly or not?
I'll be right back.
Well, I'm not doing it quietly, so.
Okay. So as soon as he hears, he starts to run. As soon
Like
as
away
he
from the
hears.
train?
No, he starts to run towards the bottom. As soon as he hears you jump and leap the train, like before, he didn't really pay attention. You're
Right,
walking
do
up
I
there.
make the jump?
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
should
I
probably
mean,
back up.
yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna say you make the jump, but he immediately starts running, and you're gonna have to run to keep up with him. But I'm gonna say he's a little bit ahead of you
Alright.
because of the
enough.
jump. Okay, so Dove, you immediately see
Oh, got up.
him start to run. Okay. Mother, you now hear coming from this side some commotion.
If possible, I want to leap from the top of the car and tackle him, if that's possible.
I'm gonna say, yeah, that's probably possible.
With a roll or
Yeah. So let me get this better set up. Where is? I'm just looking. Where the heck is Dalavash again? Okay, Dalavash is in Steerage. That's fine. That will work. So what we're gonna do?
I will gladly take falling damage if that is required.
If you land on top of him, you might not have to.
Yeah, I
Yeah, you have
don't think so.
inspiration,
It's 20 feet, and you're not that high.
I have 41 hit points. It's probably going to be like a D6 of falling damage. I'm not concerned.
Forget you have inspiration if you roll shitty.
Did I miss anything?
Yeah, you saw the redhead.
All right.
Dove down.
So
What?
yeah,
Man.
sorry.
I hate when that happens.
Don't worry. We cast Resurrection.
Oh, sweet. That was quick.
I mean, we had a diamond. Whoa, that whole car shifted. What the fuck?
Sorry.
But it went wrong and she became a witch.
No.
And she became Lady Live.
Yay.
Okay. Now it's going to take me just a sec, but I'm going to give us a little more room. I really wasn't sure, where everyone would end up, so I didn't quite have everything moved over. But give me just a second. I'm going to copy this, this, and this. Okay. Okay.
There's a whole train.
Yep, you guys have lots more. There's a little service road that connects to where the bypass is. So I don't yet have everyone. Give me just a second to pull over the rest of you. So I'm going to say that Dalavash, you're here.
I put myself where I was.
You put perfect. Dove.
Well, I probably was in the car by this point.
Okay, Dove, you're not quite there yet.
Okay.
And then we have what's his name was with you. So Thuriel is with you. As you guys are heading back, but you're not here yet. You're not even on this
Right.
screen yet. Now, Dalavash, you hear Lob straight up running on the roof. So I'm assuming you're gonna follow him
Yeah.
because that car that you're in, and then since Saf, you're not here either just yet, but I'm gonna put you on as well. I'm gonna put you on over here so
running.
you know. Yeah, because you're up top, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
So
so
if I saw
you
him
see a Thuriel and
I mean, obviously I'm not there yet, but can I, when I see Lob run, jump down on the other side of the train that I see hit Ethereal on, and then start stealthing that way? Just to, like, meet up with them.
yeah. You want to start stealthing? Are you going to be running on top of the train? Because you're not going to.
Oh, I'm
You're
gonna
gonna-
jump off
you're gonna
on
jump
the other
off.
side.
On the other side. So you're actually
Yeah.
going to be on this side. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Mother, you start hearing commotion coming from this side, and so you are looking towards the you're looking towards like the window where you can kind of hear the commotion. All right. So give me just a second, guys. Thanks for being patient. Like I said, I couldn't set this up because I didn't know for sure who would be where.
Yeah.
So do I have everyone?
Where is Marinor?
Okay. There's that. Okay, so it looks like I do. And go.
Where was Marinor?
Okay, so real quick, what are you doing in there, Mother? Because when we were at the other map, you were not inside yet. So when you walked in, what are you doing? Are you casting a spell? Are you doing anything?
So, in the whole process where the train was slowing down and stopping, I was casting Detect Magic so that
Okay.
I could go right in and take a look around
Okay.
and narrow down to things that Safi hadn't checked.
All right.
Luggage that was magic.
As you go in and you're casting your detect magic, you see runes on top of this box. Okay? And I'm assuming that that's probably going to take most of your attention. And all you can see is there is a rune on top, right?
Any idea what this rune does?
No. However, it does look a little familiar to you. Right? It's very reminiscent of your trip to the Mournlands.
Hmm.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Okay?
Hmm.
But as you start to hear the sounds and the chase, as that all starts to happen, okay? Mother, you need to make maybe, hold on. You need to make a save for me.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
And I'll tell you what that is in just a moment.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you need to make a save, you need to tell him what kind of save.
Exactly. Exactly. Alright. I mean, don't the spell usually say that? For goodness sakes.
They usually say what you need to roll, yeah.
You need to make a wisdom save.
Good.
Psychic. It's psychic.
I think I'll use my inspiration to re-roll.
Alright. Okay. As you step in, or as you're distracted somewhat, and as you head in, you feel a wash of magic head to you. But in just a moment of inspiration, your will at the very last moment is stronger as you turn and you see Marinor finishing her spellcast towards you. Roll initiative.
Oh no.
Oh, shit.
Oh, noes. Our ally is our enemy. What?
She's a plan.
No.
Not fair, Mr. DM. Not
She has
Alright.
to learn combat somehow.
Sneaky.
Marinor,
Sorry, not-
feel free to say anything you want, as your spell, which should have landed, is suddenly at the last moment resisted.
Just a loud, angry curse word.
All right. I would like Lob to also roll initiative. And then everyone else after that, go ahead and roll initiative. That will tell us when you join combat.
Okay.
Do you get advantage on initiative, Lob?
No, I do not.
Okay. So do you get 5.13 or 18.
Technically, I get 5.13.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Oh, I gotta turn that.
Okay.
There it is.
I just hadn't clicked on my token. You know, the newbie mistake.
Okay. Has everyone else rolled? Okay, we're going to set it to descending. I don't have Dove. Dove, did you roll? You did. But you also noobed it up. I see.
How did I noob it up?
You didn't click your token.
I did click my token. It just didn't go
That's
into the
weird.
thing for some reason. Yeah.
We're gonna add a turn if I can. You know, I'm just gonna do it for you, and then I'll change your
I
roll.
wonder if it deleted it when I went on my character sheet and added the tiebreaker box.
Maybe.
Ooh, I like
Okay.
a 23.14. That's pretty good.
Yeah, and I like 18 better than 5. But
Well, as a guy I used to know used to say, wanting isn't having, fuckface.
Exactly. Okay. We are first going to go to Lob. Now, I'm going to put a number. I'm going to put a number by everyone, and that's the round you're going to arrive.
All right.
Do you want me to make a stealth roll so I know how I'm doing, or wait until I get up to that point?
I would wait as you. I do it as you start your turn. Does that work?
Yeah.
my action is to launch myself from the top of the train and flying tackle this guy that's running. That's my action.
Okay. Lob, I would say
Regardless of the damage I take.
you're going to need to I would say you're going to need a DC 12 athletics in order to line yourself up and launch. So you got that. But now you need to make a melee attack roll to see if you can successfully grapple and tackle him.
Alright, well, ignore the damage here, because I'm not...
Yep, that's fine.
Damage.
Oh, 7, okay.
And I miss.
You have inspiration.
And I'm going to use my inspiration to re-roll.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Make sure you guys are clicking that off.
Right.
Because I already have 2 of you having
I did.
used your inspiration this.
I used my inspiration and I clicked it off.
Okay, perfect.
Ooh.
And his name is Lob Cragdigger.
Oh.
And that is a hit. So go ahead and move your token towards him, but I'm going to say you guys end up over here. Because you tackle him and roll.
Did you jump off the train and hit him?
He did.
I did. Do I take any damage from this 10-foot fall?
My understanding is falling damage in 5e is starts at 20 feet.
Oh, does it really? Okay.
You have to fall 20 feet, I believe.
Okay.
Before.
And if you land on someone, you split the damage with your recipient.
I'm not going to argue with the DM.
It is 10.
Okay.
It is 10. So you guys are each going to take 3 points of damage.
Man. And are we both basically prone?
Well, you manage to like actually grapple him, so you are actively grappling him, and you basically did.
0.
Yep, you did the Superman. You bear hugged him, and then you rolled with it. So he is officially grappled, and you guys are both prone.
Get him, Mom!
Check roll 20, Chad.
Okay.
I believe that is my round.
Okay. Mother, as you turn and see Marinor extending her hands as the spell narrowly missed you, it is your turn.
Is she wearing or holding anything metal?
I'm gonna say probably yes. So Rachel, if you go to your core, right? Yeah, I mean she's definitely got metal things on her. Some of them you can see.
Which of them can I see? Can I see any armor or weapons or rods or whatever?
No, mostly it's going to be small things like buckle, a dagger at a belt, stuff like that. She's not wearing any armor. Like you can see a buckle there, right? It's small amounts.
Yeah, not gonna help me. Okay. Much as I'd like to talk. Okay, well, I think I will move forward. First, cast spiritual weapon. Where is that? Okay.
Is the door closed?
No, this door is. This door up here has an arcane lock on it. This door is not.
Alright.
Okay, so you cast spiritual weapon.
Yes, and for now I'll hold it there as I pick up the crate and say, I know how to break things. Tell me what this is, so I don't.
Sounds like a threat. I hope it is.
And kind of hold it in front of me, between me and her, like, maybe I'll charge her with it, maybe I won't. And that's it for me.
Okay. Let me move this. So you managed to move it like over to here.
And can I hold ready in action with my spiritual weapon?
No.
Okay.
Not with a spiritual weapon. So the only thing you're doing is you summoned it, right?
Yes.
But did not attack.
Correct.
You can. I mean, you could potentially ready an action for yourself, but not for your spiritual weapon.
Okay. Well, yeah, so if she does do anything threatening, then basically I'm going to charge her with the box.
Okay. I'm gonna approach with my hands out, like in a very like surrender manner, and I'm gonna say, Mother, just please put that down. You don't know what you're dealing with. Please just talk to me for a second. I can explain everything, but you've got to put that down.
Mother, make a... Hold on. Make a wisdom save.
Uh-oh.
Okay. As you move, as she's speaking, you once again feel your will, like a force against your will, but you did not see or hear a spell being cast at all.
Interesting.
Okay. So Marinor, you have used an action. You can take a bonus action. But there isn't anything that you can cast that would give you a free action, or like a spell. There's not a spell that you can cast as a bonus. So with that, your only options right now are to move. And so you can move up to 30 feet. You could move, like, if you look at your token, you can move here. You can move all the way over here. You could even move... You don't want to move... If you move into someone's space, you can't move out of it without them getting an attack of opportunity. However, Mother is holding a massive box, and so... He doesn't have a weapon to attack you. You could run all the way past him if you wanted.
Unless he wants
And
to.
there's nothing he can do. It's heavy, so you would be at a disadvantage, and she would be at an advantage to dodge. So it's up to you what you want to do.
Okay, I'm gonna run for it. Can I run past him, like you said?
Yep.
Okay.
So when you move your character, you can actually hold down, like if you go and move your character, if you pick it up but don't let go with your mouse click, you can actually press the letter Q, and the letter Q will show exactly how you want to run. So like that's 30 feet right there, right? And you could go, you could go either way. But you're able to
Wait,
go
you can't click her
anywhere.
I can't click on it.
You can't click on it? Try
No,
it. I
she's
was
like
moving it. I
gray.
was moving it. So
Does a spiritual weapon get a free attack on her, though?
no.
No.
Spiritual weapon does not get an attack of opportunity. Because
Oh,
it's
okay.
it doesn't have a will of its own. Can you move it, Rachel?
No, she's like not
Oh,
in
no.
full
That's
color.
you're over here. That's the
what?
spiritual weapon. You see where I'm pinging?
No, I can't see anything.
What?
That's
Hold on.
Like I see my character, but she's like kind of grayscale, you know?
Oh, look at look at right beneath the arrow in the top left. The next one down. Does it show what does it show? Does it show a box or something else?
Objects and tokens.
Yep, that's what you want to be on. And now click on your character's token.
I still can't click her. Like I can click on Mother, but I can't click on her.
What the hell?
She's like slightly. She's like not in full color. Like Mother's in full color, but she's slightly transparent.
Can you guys see?
Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah.
All right, just ping the map where you want to go to. You can either go here or here. So you can go here or
Maybe
here.
I'll
We'll
try-
figure it out later.
Let me try refreshing it real quick.
That might be worthwhile.
I went downstairs real quick because I heard the door open and close, and Bethany dropped off a package for me.
Oh, snap.
Oh.
It's another dog.
Well, yeah. Right. Well, this is 32 gigs of RAM right here. So let's guess what this is.
Okay, Saf. Changing your number to 2.
Me! Okay.
Rob, you're up.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that's heavy.
What she said.
Nothing like a motherboard called the Torpedo.
Oops.
Hope that's not what it does.
Jamie, you're muted if you're trying to talk.
Oh,
Right.
Right.
Alright, so I'm gonna use my bonus action to offhand attack him
okay.
with my fist and use my menacing attack maneuver. Let's see if I hit.
This beautiful thing.
I would say that that's a hit.
Alright. That is that plus what's my
Now, as an offhand attack, you don't get your strength bonus to damage.
correct. So subtract
4 or 5.
4 from
4,
the
okay.
first one.
Okay,
it's
so
actually
5 points.
5 points of damage. And he has to make a wisdom save.
Of DC 14. When you hit a creature, you add experience, and the target must make a failed. He is frightened until the end of your next turn. He is frightened,
Alright.
prone, and grappled.
Frightened, if you don't know, is this.
Nice. He can't willingly move closer to the source of his fear unless he's grappled by the source of his fear.
I think you can get much closer.
I really don't think you can either.
Alright. Well,
Um,
there he is. I'm basically yelling into his ear, like.
Don't pull a Mike Tyson.
Oh.
No. I mean, my tongue like lashes against his ear.
Now that is frightening.
All right. So he is terrified. He's going to try and break free of the grapple.
Disadvantage.
So he's going to roll at disadvantage. And, I mean, yeah. So that's an opposed strength roll, yes?
It is.
Go ahead and roll. Yeah, he's not going nowhere. So he just...
Hold on. He takes an additional D8.
Oh, shit.
So 3 plus my original
5.
5.
Yep. Okay. So he's looking pretty bloodied, and he is.
I'm still just screaming into his ear. Like,
Yeah. Okay. All right. And I'm assuming that is what you're doing, right? No, you're not doing any. You took a bonus, not move. Okay. Dalavash. You arrive where you are. Out of the corner of your eye, as you're running down, you can see Dove and the elf running at the same time, but they are behind you.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm gonna keep moving.
Okay. So go ahead.
I guess I'll do a double move.
Double move.
Can I
Roll
get
a
out here?
perception. Roll a perception.
Okay. Perception.
Rachel, did refreshing help? Can you move your token now?
I still can't click on her.
You've hit the select tool, right?
Again, I can click on like everybody else.
Oh, okay.
But, okay, yeah, you can click on it. What the heck? What could cause that?
I don't know.
I mean, she's a GM for
I can
crying out
click
loud.
on every single other character for her.
I was gonna say, yeah, verify your permissions.
Yeah, I mean, she's a GM. She can move you guys if she wants.
Character sheet open or anything? Like on your end?
She just refreshed. No, I don't have it open.
No, you.
Yeah, no. And that wouldn't stop it. I mean, it's just weird. You know what? I'm just going to delete it.
Yeah, I've been able to. I always have
And-
the character sheet open. Okay.
And let's re
You're
add
defeated.
you right here. See if you
No,
can move it
what
now.
I said.
You wish.
All right, can you move it now?
I still can't click on her. No.
But you can move it on the other one, right?
Yeah, that's.
Does she know how to drag her
What other
character on? Can she drag it on from her side?
Yeah, you try dragging it. So if you go over to the right, click on the journal, which is the newspaper. See if you can drag your name.
Okay.
Just drag your name right here
Oh.
and see
I
if that
can.
works.
Yep.
Okay, do that.
Can you see her?
Oh.
Is she on the GM
She's
layer?
probably not on the
Are
right
you on
layer.
the GM layer? You're probably on the wrong layer this whole time.
No, she said it's on, and I can't see it either. I can't see her character
yeah,
now.
you're right.
You can't. You see my character? I can see her now. I'm moving her around.
Right.
Maybe she's having what I have.
There's no name under her.
Maybe I need to reload.
So
It's very possible I'm doing something totally wrong, but
No, I don't think so. I
Hard to
think
say
this is an
yeah,
issue
I
with
think
roll
this is
20.
you.
Okay, so do this, Rachel. At the top right, go to the gear,
Mhm.
okay? And click rejoin as player.
Okay.
Okay?
It's loading.
Yep, it'll reload for you. I'm going to drag your character back there. And we'll see if you can move it then. Meanwhile, Dalabash, you said you're doing a double move. However, roll me a perception as you dash through the steerage card.
I did 13.
13. Okay. Finish your double move.
Can I get out here and get off the train and come this way?
Absolutely. Yep. Just use your, use your Q movement so you know exactly where you're going and how far. You can see out of this window that Lob is on the ground with this guy.
That's an understatement. Lob is dominating his target.
Mortalizing him.
He's not causing any, he caused a little physical damage.
I don't think I can do much.
Basically having his way with his target.
Okay. So that's it, Dalabash? That ends your turn?
Yeah, looks like it, yep.
Okay.
You know what?
Toriel...
Hold on.
Oh, go ahead.
Hold on. Am I within 30 feet of Lob? I am. I'm going to say to Lob telepathically, don't kill him, we need him alive.
Okay.
Can I respond, or is this a one-way?
I don't know if is that two-way communication?
Let me see. I can use my action to give... No, because I'd have to use an action and I double moved. I have to use my action to give the creature the ability to speak back to me.
Okay.
I don't have the ability, so...
Alright. Rachel, can you move it down? You might be muted.
Yes, I think so.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Also,
Alright,
the
so
whole
just leave it
map
there
changed.
until your action comes back. I don't know what was going on. That's a roll 20 issue, not you. Because when you drug it to the board, I couldn't... Oh, you know why? You're on the wrong battle map.
What?
That's what it was.
That'll do it.
I can't take her to this battle map because she's a player. She wasn't a player.
GM. Yep.
My bad.
So she was on the wrong map.
I'm so sorry. That's what it was.
Oh.
Wow, how dare you?
Yep. Well, now you're the rest of us. I can drag you around. I should have told you we were moving to a different page.
What a
bad.
mistake.
Rookie. Well,
We haven't
He
had a
moved.
second GM before, so...
exactly. That's the thing. Is even Jeremy's a GM here, but he always logs in as a player. I should have had her done that.
No,
Anyways.
we haven't done a co-DM game. So.
No, we have not. So
Oh,
yeah,
well,
now
then
you were
well.
probably wondering why the heck I'm telling you all this stuff when Mother's like nowhere near
Yeah.
where we said he was. So said they were. Let's get our pronouns correct, people.
Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
2021 now.
Oh wait.
Okay.
I see the weapon now. I
Ithuriel
see the weapon.
dashes to here, and he says, you have this well in hand, it appears. Is there any others? Dove,
Yes.
you arrive.
Alright. I want to move up. Let's see. I don't know what's going on the train yet. We can't hear a fight or anything.
Nope.
So I'll just
Well,
move
I
up to
mean,
here.
you hear Lob, like, screaming.
Yeah, you definitely hear Lob.
Yeah, but Love's right here, right? You're not inside. I'm saying that there's not a fight
Correct.
inside that we know about.
Not that you know
Well,
about.
I mean,
Alright.
Lob screaming is overpowering. So,
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
like, you don't see me.
Yeah, I just see a tumbling mass of whatever. Yeah, I just move up and don't do anything.
Okay. Mother, you're holding a giant crate.
Okay.
As Marinor just dashed right past you.
Okay, still not sure what's going on, but I have a question.
Mhm.
Normally, you can only speak like 6 words or something. Can I use a whole action to speak more?
So, like, a free speaking action is something that, like, we occasionally let players use when not on their turn, but it is your turn. Anything you can say in 6 seconds, you can say. If you want to take your whole action saying something, you go right ahead.
Okay, well, for now, I am moving outside with the crate, and then moving the spiritual weapon inside, just kind of floating it there menacingly, and saying, can I fit this?
You could probably hear
What?
Bob screaming, so you know he's close by.
Then tell me what this is and why you're casting suspicious spells on me, Marinor. I just yelling this as loud as I can, and that's all for my
Okay.
act.
Hold on. So you set the box down, yes?
No, I'm carrying it with me.
Okay. Hold
I
on.
can't.
Your movement is halved. You cannot go 30 feet, and you can only move your spiritual weapon 20 feet. So let's start that
Okay.
again. Spiritual weapon can only move 20 feet at a time, so you can move it to here, one space above you, and then you were here. You
Okay.
can move 15 feet. So you can move out to here. Oh, dang it. That's the wrong thing I'm moving.
Oh man.
You know what?
You're
I'm just
such
gonna-
a rookie.
I'm just gonna say I'll move the crate with you, but you know there's a glyph on top, and I'm not gonna try and move the damn glyph with it every time.
And I'm
I'll have you
guessing I
know, those of us who have been playing with Roll20 for a year
Mm-hmm.
continue to make the same mistake.
Oh, until you can like make an item, like that's one of the things that I like about Foundry. As a side note, is you can link tokens and move them together.
You can do
and-
that
and
here
think,
too.
Oh, I don't know how.
Because I had an entire ship of crew members and players moving around the map as one unit.
Oh,
Well, no, you
Foundry.
can drag. What I'm saying is, instead of having to drag
you
and
drag a
select
box around
multiple
them. And
ones.
you drag a box around them, then you right click and you go link tokens.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Or group or whatever. I think it's group.
Oh, well, shit. There it is.
Anyways,
Group and ungroup. Okay. Well, now I learned.
So I'm guessing I can't dash while holding this then.
No.
no, but your spiritual weapon causes you, protects your retreat.
And you
I
have to
would think-
concentrate on spiritual weapons, so I'm marking you down as concentrating. So are you leaving with the crate? What are you doing?
So first, it's actually not a concentration spell.
No,
It
I don't think
says.
it is. Yeah.
Oh, it's not? Okay. My bad.
I forgot that too. He's right, yeah. That's pretty cool.
But
But it doesn't act on its own, right?
right, you have to use a
It
bonus
acts on,
action.
it acts on his will.
so I'm moving here with the crate and kind of, if I can, turn around and kind of position it between us, but
Sure.
I'm guessing, okay, if there's room, but that's the farthest I can move.
And I'm
so-
going to say, though, that you can't leave with the crate. Because it's a step down. So you're going to be able to go, like, on, but you're not going to be able to step down. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah.
So you got the crate in the door. Okay?
Do I have to wait till my turn to?
No,
like,
your
reflect?
turn is next. It got screwed up because of I had to delete your token. So you are next. So that is Mother's turn. This is you. You're up now.
Okay, sorry, that's my dog whining. That's not me.
One sec. I'm
Okay.
gonna type something to you.
Okay, yes, please do help me. Sorry, guys, I'm not very good at this yet.
It's alright.
Still trying to figure out what I can and can't do.
Neither are we.
Oh, you'll learn. Yes, you'll learn.
Terrifying.
What's funny? Is your motherboard terrifying?
No, Jamie threatening her with his "you'll learn."
So,
that was a Star Wars reference, thank you.
So when you cast a spell, there are components to it. There are verbal components, meaning words that you say, and then there are somatic components, hand gestures, and things like that. You know, making a symbol or something like that. And a lot of times there are material components as well. You, because of your class, can choose to do either. You can do it like you did the spell before, where it's completely silent, or you can cast it normally. And so now that he knows you're actively casting, I would say just cast it normally. Does that make sense?
Yeah, okay. Do I have to
But
click?
you can choose
Can I
to
say
say something before or after you cast.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to them and say, listen, I'm sorry to use magic on you, but it's extremely important that you give me that device. If I told you who I was working for, I was worried that you wouldn't trust me. That's why I decided to sneak in here and take it and dispose of it. Please, you have to put it down. And then at the same time, I want to use like a hand gesture.
Real quick before you do that,
Yes.
Mother, do you want to make an insight?
Probably. I mean,
Is that a question?
When they give you an offer, you say yes.
I mean, I don't really trust her, but I guess she believes what she's saying.
When God asks you a question, or however the Ghostbuster
If
quote,
someone
Right.
asks you if you're a god.
Yeah.
if someone asks you
Ask
a
if you're a
God,
god,
you
you
say
say yes.
yes.
Even if I'm a priest.
All right. So, obviously you rolled pretty low. I don't need to tell you that. So you do believe that at the very least she is very convinced in what she's saying. And at the same time, she just says, "Sorry, Mother. Make a wisdom roll or wisdom save." Roll it again.
Hey.
Okay. As once again, a spell. She casts a spell. What do you have to do to identify a spell? If you have the Arcana.
Arcana, I'm guessing. Yeah, I don't think it really says.
Yeah. I mean, you can roll an Arcana if you want, but she this time she uses, she says some words and extends her hands towards you as once again she tries to spell, and you see that the spell she is casting is Hold Person.
But it doesn't work?
It is once again resisted.
Are you kidding me?
I might show you how that works later on if I find.
Welcome to D&D, baby.
Welcome
Are you
to
like-
welcome to trying to have a cleric make wisdom saves.
Yeah.
Are you like a pervert?
He's got a high wisdom.
Yeah. If you hover over in the chat, Rachel. Now, granted, he did roll somewhat high, but he gets a +7.
MZ, Art of War, Know Your Enemy.
Yeah.
Now, I will say
What am I
this:
even doing?
if he had not used his inspiration,
Yeah, you would have had him the first time. Yeah.
oh yeah. Okay, so you want to decrease your spell slots for that level by one more. So I'll show you that, Marinor. If you go over your character sheet, go to the spells tab, go to that level where you cast it, and it goes down by one again. And then you also cast the other one, so now you don't have any more spells of that level. You can use you still have spell slots above it. You can see of like this one, for example. Probably also wisdom. Yep, wisdom save. Everything's wisdom. Except for these. But that's a different, different type of spell. So, but most of these are going to be wisdom. All right. So, do you want to move? Because you still have the ability to move. You can move towards him. You can move away from him. Like if you wanted to go, you could even try and wrestle away the box since it's sticking in the door. That's up to you. Yep, you are within range, so you can go right up to him and try and wrestle away the box if you wanted to.
I want to do that.
Okay.
Oh no.
You won't be able to do it this turn. But
Okay.
if you draw your dagger on the way and he tries to move away from you, you will get a free attack of opportunity.
Sweet.
Okay? Alright, so go ahead and move your token right in front of him right there. And I'll say you can put your hands on the box, you just can't try and grab it because you've already taken your turn. Okay. Saf, my dear, you have one more round. So next time we get to your turn, you will be here, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Lob, you're up.
Oh, he's AFK, it looks like.
Oh, he is AFK. Okay.
He'll be
Me, how dare you?
second. He was just showing what he was having for dinner because he said they're wontons. But they're not wontons, they're dumplings, and they're not the same thing, and I will die on that hill. Not.
There's a lot of hills you're gonna die on.
So many, it'll be a graveyard.
Rest in peace, right?
Maybe she's a cat, she can pick 9 hills.
Skip him. This is his own fault.
He's wrestling with somebody on the floor anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can probably assume he's just unarmed attacking him.
Pick him up and walk him away. Be hilarious.
Lovingly caressing him.
Yeah, they're gonna go get married.
He's a pile driver.
There he is.
Hey, he's back.
Oh, look, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're fine.
I'm gonna continue to grapple the guy.
That's what we figured. Are you going to attack, though?
No, but my frightening effect ends at the end of my turn, right? Creature cannot...
At the end of your turn, you are correct.
Alright. No, I'm gonna continue to grapple the guy.
Okay. All right. Then, no bonus attack. Okay, he is once again. He's no longer, completely in fear, but he is going to. So frightened is gone. but he is still grappled and he is still prone. He's going to try and break away.
Okay.
So roll your strength. And he does.
Oh, motherfucker, I'm gonna beat you to death.
So he rolls away from you. He stands and takes so his action is to disengage. You can get an attack of opportunity, but as he stands up and walks away, he says, "I yield! I yield!" And he's backing away with his hands up.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna move closer to him as
You are prone as well,
Uh,
so you can't do that
even
on
if I
non.
was prone, that's half movement, and that's 10 feet.
Right, but it is not your turn; it is his turn. That's what I'm getting at.
You are right. All right, I'll move back. I'm sorry.
Right here. Or no, you're right. You were right there. So he just like the only thing you could do. You could take an attack of opportunity if you wanted to.
No, I
But that's-
am. I'm
Okay.
going to take an attack.
Okay. All right, and that's your roll for 8 freaking damage. Good lord.
I'm gonna be like, motherfucker, you got out of my grip. Bam.
And he just like, as he's saying, like as he's backing away, he's saying, you know, I yield, I yield. But as you clock him, he just screams it out, I yield, I yield. Okay, Dalavash, you're up.
Do I have any rope?
Do you? I don't know. You guys use all of your rope to get down the castle hill. So unless you want to spend your inspiration point, I'm going to say no.
I'm gonna spend my inspiration point.
For rope?
Sure.
Okay. You remembered that you had picked some up.
I like that.
Fine, take your fucking rope. I'm gonna go ahead and tie this guy's hands up.
All right. So he doesn't even resist. And you were able to restrain him. So I'm going to say he is perma-restrained.
Speaking action and say, you think that's gonna stop me?
Lob. We need him alive and conscious.
Oh, you'll be alive.
And conscious.
Okay.
That's it for my turn, I guess.
Okay, that is it for your turn. Okay. Dalvash. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay. Ethereal turns to Dove. And he just kind of nods at you, Dove, and he says, well done. Your team certainly handles themselves admirably. And then he's just going to kind of take up a like a guarding posture, a little bit over here.
We haven't heard anything from Mother, because I thought he shouted something.
Nope.
Okay.
Got drowned out by Lob, I guess.
That and thick cargo walls.
Huh. You're outside now. Oh, that was when you were still inside?
Yeah, he's still kind of inside. When he said that to her, he was moving down. But you got to remember that there's a lot of commotion going on over here, and you're quite a ways away. You're like 100 feet away. And there's a big-ass train in your way. So I'm going to say you may have heard some noise, but not enough to actually identify or make out any words necessarily. Okay.
I have a bad feeling about this.
What the hell is all that initiative? What is going on?
God
So
damn
this
it.
is
I
why
hate
the
this
music
game
happened.
so bad.
No, they weren't set to whisper.
Yeah,
Well,
I
no, if they're on the
fucking
GM
hate-
level, they won't show up.
Oh, so how did you know that was happening?
Because they're posted in the chat.
Yeah, they're not on the turn order, but they're in the chat box.
Right, and that's what I'm pissed about.
Oh,
They're on the GM layer, and they're
Yeah.
still fucking showing up. Like, it's so stupid. This
It's probably have to be whispered or something. But
yeah, stupid Roll20.
I can try to see if I can swap it to be whispered specifically again, but
If
think
you
that's a
can
no.
do that, that would be amazing, because this is so annoying.
yeah, I can't do it from here. I have to be outside the game to do it.
Okay.
I want to say that usually doesn't happen because I don't feel that happens for any of our other games.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
Do you have your other
notice
game
it.
set to always whisper?
I may have the GM stuff to
Yeah.
always whisper.
Go ahead and please set that, Jeremy. I don't care if there's a bug. I'm so sick of that.
Well, yeah, I'll give it a try. Make sure. Hopefully, it takes.
Yeah, as this is awful. So stupid that is even the default. All right. Anyways, Ethereum moves down there. He compliments you and your team. Dove, it is your turn.
Right.
And remember,
I don't have anything to
separate
go on yet.
separate
so-
player knowledge versus character knowledge.
Oh,
I
yeah.
appreciate it.
So at this moment, I think I'm just standing here watching Dalavash tie the guy up and take care of it. I mean, my turn is 6 seconds, so it's not like I would actually do anything at this point.
I'm wounded. I'm only 10 hit points more.
Oh,
I am wounded.
yeah. Maybe, is it worth burning a spell? Looks like you're
No,
going down by.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm being your point of perception.
right. On my screen, you still have 38 out of 41. Is that where you're
I
at?
do.
Okay, so you're down by 3, and you still have way more than I have.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna. Oh, you poor baby.
Oh,
Please love you, have a boo boo.
oh.
Love you, boo boo. Alright, that's my turn. And in the meantime, I'll pop out and switch that, but it won't take effect just yet. You're muted, Nate. Or I just can't hear you.
Yeah, don't worry about it for now.
Well, I'm already out. It won't take. I mean, since I just took my turn, it's not going to take me time to
Okay.
futz with it.
So, someone else go.
Anum joins you guys, and he nods towards Lob and he says, "Nicely done." And then you start to see people arriving. They're just kind of walking up, looking to see what all of the commotion might be. And you see a Warforged walking up. And now, Mother, it is your turn. As you are turning around topping, you see Marinor rush up, and she barely is just now starting to get her hands on the box as if she is going to tear it or try to tear it away from you. What do you do?
Okay. So she is holding it.
She is starting to. She doesn't even quite have like a firm grip yet. And so you need to decide exactly what you're going to do.
Okay, well then I think I will try to... It's a little more forceful than put it down, like maintain control over it, but put down the crate so that I can basically sit on it. So should I make a strength or something check, or...
She hasn't even started. At this point,
Okay.
She's reaching for it. And like
Okay.
maybe fingertips judging. So now is the time where you got to decide, do you try and pull it away before she can grab it? Or, what do you do? Again, you're going to be moving at half move. And it is going to be a 10-foot step to go from where you are just 1 square away. It is going to be 10 feet of your 15 feet because you're having to carry a box down, and that is going to be awkward. So it is a 5-foot step to move to the right and down both ways. So 10 of your 15 feet are just getting down. You don't have far to go is what I'm saying. If you hold on to the box. If you're going to drop the box, full move.
Dropping it is a move or an action?
Dropping it is a free action. If you just drop it, you just drop it.
Carefully. Okay, I guess I might as well. I will put it down here and sit on it and say, kind of loudly, "Okay, Marinor, no more spells. You know who I work for. Tell me, and how we can dispose of this here now."
Okay, so you're going to drop the box in between the two of you?
Yes, and sit on it, basically.
Okay.
And we still don't hear any of this.
Yeah. It's too far away. Again, the most you would be able to probably hear is talking, but you wouldn't be able to make out any words.
And I guess...
Yeah, but even that would be odd if everyone's supposed to be in the cargo compartment. There shouldn't be anybody down there talking in that car.
Right.
You don't even know. Honestly, you don't even know where Mother is.
Last I knew, he was checking out the cargo.
Yeah, Mother was heading there, but you don't actually know where Mother is, right?
But that was a while ago when we first started the train, too. Well, not that it was a while ago. But...
Whatever, they're all generalizations.
Yeah.
If I can add, I'll believe you more if you tell me. regardless of who it is.
Okay.
Is that Mother's turn then?
Yeah.
Okay, so that ends your turn. Then it's going to be Marinor. Hold on one second, let me check that. So if you come back over here, so how many does it cost? So this one, yeah, you can. Go back to your core, okay, real quick. To your core tab here. You've already used one of these. So it's one of these to do this.
What am I looking at? Oh, okay.
You see it?
No, I don't see it, but I can do it, right?
Yep. So we can decrement. Okay. So with that, you have to say it.
I have to say it.
Yeah. So you'd say something like that.
Okay. Okay, I see what you mean, yeah. Okay. Alright. In that case, I'm going to kind of relax. Now I'm gonna lower my hands and I'm gonna look at Mother and I'm going to say, I'm sorry that there's not a whole lot I can tell you. I was hired by an incredibly wealthy and powerful person who is in disguise on this train. We're worried that this might be an assassination attempt. I've been sworn to secrecy. But what I can tell you is that box is incredibly dangerous. And I need to bring this to my partner because if we're not careful, we can detonate it on accident. There's a very, very set magical way that we can trigger this and dispose of it safely. I'm gonna ask you to trust me for just a little bit longer until I can get my partner. And we can get rid of this before all of our lives are basically blown to hell.
Mother, make a wisdom save.
No wisdom save. Hey. I was gonna do insight, but I would.
You gotta do that first. Now you are free to roll your insight.
Does she look like she believes all of this? Like this is in fact her plan?
Yeah. I mean, as far as you can tell, absolutely. Like, you definitely believe, what she's saying about her friend, and you also believe that even potentially moving the box could be dangerous.
Okay.
Make an intelligence roll, Mother.
Oh no.
Okay. All right. So, any other actions, Marinor?
No.
Okay. With Marinor, you see one more. Oops. You see one more group. You see one of the changelings show up, kind of walking into the area, and they're just kind of staring and looking and seeing what's going on. Seth, you made it!
Hey.
You made it!
Wow, look at me go.
Let me get rid of this one.
Okay.
Because you are here. So, if you want to stealth, just roll your stealth.
Okay, let me do that. Where are you? Right there. Come on. I definitely hit it. Apparently I didn't hit it hard enough.
Okay. All right, so where are you moving to now?
So do I have to move half movement to stay stealthed?
Yes. This level, yeah. Unless you
Okay.
have someone else to do it.
Yeah, but you also you do have you can use your bonus action to do a full move.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna do my bonus action to move, my action to move, and move movement.
Yeah,
So that
you
would
could
be
go. You could go
45.
your regular 35 or whatever. Yep.
It would be 90, but actually, I need to do it. Go back here. I need to do it in the train car because I can't see the letters. So I'm not in the car. Obviously, I just can't see the numbers when I. Okay, I did it right before when I was looking it up. Cool, love that for myself. Alright, I'm just gonna fuck count. I don't care. I don't have time for this. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Okay, so I'll get there. And then my next turn I should be at the front of the car. And that's all I can do.
Rob, you're up.
I am going to move forward and shove this guy, or attempt to shove this guy back, or push this guy back.
You're gonna shove him back.
Yep.
Okay.
Even while Dalabash is trying to tie up his wrist.
Like tying him up
Yep. I'm just
Okay.
gonna run up to him and just
and shove him,
and shove him back.
like body check
I
him.
believe that is an option in the player's handbook, but I don't have it in front of me.
Yeah. So shoving a creature. You use your attack action. You make a special melee attack to shove a creature, either to knock it prone or push it away from you.
I'm gonna choose to knock him prone. If
Okay.
I
Do you have more than one attack at this level?
I do not.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. So if you do have more than one, it only replaces one of your attacks. But in this case, it would be your attack. So you're going to shove him prone, or
Yep.
shove him back.
No, I'm gonna shove him prone. And
Okay.
I miss.
You get advantage because he's restrained. That works. So you shove him prone, and you just knock him to the ground.
And I am actively disavowing Dalafash's attempt to tie him up.
Okay. Well, Dalavash was able to tie him up on his last round. He used his full action for that. So he's tied. Like, I would assume, though, like, Dalavash had his hand on it.
Yeah, because I was getting ready to march him towards the steerage cart.
Yeah. Now, when you do the shove action, it doesn't say anything about doing damage.
Alright, he's prone.
Yep, he is prone. He is knocked down, prone.
I just yell at him. Rawr!
He just kind of looks up.
Okay, Lob, you proved your point. I help this guy to his feet and start marching him towards the steerage cart.
Okay, so you can march him to, or you can use. How would that work? We're still in initiative. So about what you would be able to do is you'd be able to help him to his feet.
Yeah,
and that's about it.
Trade his movement for his target's movement.
Yeah, you could like hold your action until his next turn, and then you can lead him. Does that work?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay. A couple more folks show up. And then Ithuriel just, kind of steps forward. He turns to Eamon and he shakes his head and he says, "It's taking too long. Something's not right. Eliminate them and I will check on her." And with that,
oh fuck.
He disappears.
Yep, and go ahead, backstab me. Go ahead, backstab me, motherfucker. Go ahead.
So he disappears completely. And reappears over here, almost instantly, as a clap of thunder explodes from the position he was at. Lob and Dalavash make a Constitution save. Okay. Lob, you take 20 points of damage.
Motherfucker.
Dalavash, you take 10 points of damage as a sonic boom explodes.
I think I got something for that.
Resonating out from where Ithuriel was. And that is his turn. Dove, you're up.
Yeah, does it look like this guy down here is drawing a weapon or actively...
His weapon's already drawn.
Right. But now he's in a threatening stance pointing toward us.
The only thing that's happened, so as your turn begins, you saw him turn towards Eamon. You heard what he said, and then he disappears. Eamon hasn't even reacted, other than to maybe like flinch back from the explosion.
He said the initial words, right?
Oh yeah.
Activated the other.
Yeah, you know, Dove, without question, that he was talking directly to Anan.
Yeah. And obviously he just did damage to 2 of my party members as a...
Oh, yeah, by the way, yeah, this guy's dead.
I had a feeling he might be.
I'm just gonna turn towards Eamon and you're dead.
Right.
I'm gonna say you're not gonna have time for a free speaking action just yet, since you just got...
It's just a look.
Yeah. Alright, Dove, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna try the 1-2 punch on this guy to stop him in his tracks. I'm gonna use my unsettling words as a bonus action. Roll the d6. Alright, he's gonna subtract 3 from his wisdom save as I cast Hold Person on him.
Oh, of course, I have to refresh my browser. So, give me a sec.
Alright, why didn't it put the DC up there? But DC's 14, so...
Okay, DC 14.
And subtract 3 from your roll.
Okay, so, and that's a wisdom save?
Yep.
And -3. Oh, that's the wrong character. Sorry. Hold on. Yeah. He does not make the DC save. So you are casting Hold Person?
Yep.
Okay, and that is a concentration, correct?
Yes,
okay.
It is.
Okay, so you are concentrating.
Defenseless?
Yeah, I believe he is.
No, I mean, are you sure you want him to be defenseless?
This guy? If he's gonna attack us, yeah. You want your free critical strike? Because that's what I'm thinking.
That's what I'm thinking.
Alright, and I'm gonna move as well over to here so that if I... Oops, that's my token. There we go. So that if I have to do any healing, which it looks like I might, that'll be next round.
Okay. Alright, so you have your... We don't need that because you got that up. Okay. So, Dove, that ends your turn, yes?
That ends my turn, yep.
Okay. And... saving throw or be paralyzed for the duration.
Right, but he can only save at the end of his turn, so... I think he gets one on each turn. I believe.
Is there
Yeah,
like
that's what it says.
Is there a hold person paralyzed? There we go. Okay, so no.
And he doesn't get the -3 on each of his concurrent turns.
So the spell doesn't say he can save. It says
At the end of each of its
must
turns, the target
succeed.
can make another saving throw.
Oh, okay, okay. There it is. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if he makes it, then Lob won't get the free crit, but at least he loses this turn.
And what is the DC?
14 normally.
Okay. So as your spell takes effect and you move, he just seems to be straining against everything. He just completely stuck, but his body's almost quivering. And then suddenly he lunges forward as the spell's effects wear off.
But at least he lost a turn.
He did lose a turn. Okay.
Oops.
Immediately. Oh, there you go. Immediately, this the Warforged rushes Lob. As he does, blades extend from either arm.
They're all against us.
Yeah.
The first slash does not hit, but as he whips around for another slash, that one does. Lob takes 6 points of damage.
Right. Oh, yeah, I need the right. Yeah, alright. Amateur mistake.
Okay, Mother, you hear this enormous boom and screams, and immediately you see the elf materialize out of nothing right next to you. It is your turn.
And I didn't hear anything specific with the screams, I'm guessing. What is he looking at, like, toward me? Is he looking hostile?
He looks, so as he materializes, he looks at you, and then he looks at the box, and then immediately back to you. But I'm gonna say, you do see his eyes just briefly go wide.
Hey, I'm gonna stand up and, I suppose, draw my shield and weapon, but say, tell me how to disarm it, or I'm setting it off.
Oh no!
Standing up on the box.
Let me see. Can you move your can you move spiritual weapon through spaces?
I don't think so. I think it's a physical.
Yeah, I don't think you can move it. I mean, you
Okay.
can move it around Marinor, but I'm gonna say you can't move it through Marinor. Who are you saying that to, by the way?
Both of them, and kind of loudly, though probably doesn't matter.
Well, everyone else is going to see exactly where Ithuriel teleported to.
Okay, and so have I used my action with these things? I guess probably not.
Have you used your action with what?
With standing up and getting out my weapons, I guess probably not.
But drawing a weapon is an action if you don't have an attack or something to go with it.
Ah, okay.
I believe.
So yeah, that's
Yeah,
all
no.
for me then.
You set the box down. You're kind of kneeling on top of it or whatever. So drawing your weapon is a free action.
Ah, okay. So I guess I will ready an action to... Do I have to say specifically who I hit?
Yes.
Or just I'm going to hit?
You have to ready a very specific action for a very specific... I'm going to be honest. I'm not a huge fan of readied actions. I think it's kind of just weird and hinky. So if you're going to ready an action, it has to be very specific for something. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. So you have to tell me that you're readying an action for Ithuriel to charge you. Or Marinor to attack you.
Pretty sure that's the rule as written.
Yeah, I think it's like that too.
Yeah,
But
I know,
think
but it
a lot
just
of
seems...
people, a lot of people think it's a hell of an action.
Yeah,
Right,
There's two different
exactly.
things: hold and ready. Yep.
Trying to GM whisper. Is it /GM whisper or
Just, I don't know.
So
and
yeah,
then
/W,
GM.
and then start typing my name.
what is
The
Okay.
purple, yeah.
Purple Hootis. So PU, and
Okay.
it should pop up, and you can just hit tab.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so it has to be one specific
Yep.
target.
You're not holding your action. You're saying I'm prepared for this specific thing to happen. If that specific thing happens, then you get to react. But if that very specific thing does not happen, you're just going to skip your turn.
Okay.
So you can be more specific. And I'm going to say you probably have a pretty good idea that since Ithuriel just showed up, it will probably be a second or two before he does anything else.
Okay.
Still too broad.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
Right? You see what I'm saying? So you got to pick one. You got to, because you're going to be ready for a very specific thing. You're waiting for that one thing to happen, and anything else that happens is going to catch you off guard, and you're not going to be able to react. So you can choose one of those two, and just let me know which. Okay, there you go. So for that, you're holding your action to react, if possible. Marinor, you are up. You hear the boom even through the walls of the cargo vessel, but you can't see anything. But you know that Mother addressed you and someone else.
And where's the box? Is he?
He's
are they still
sitting on it. He's actually sitting on it.
Okay.
And kind of
Okay.
raised weapon, kind of.
Yeah, he has his weapon out, and he's holding his shield. I'm assuming you're holding your shield?
Mhm.
Yep. So he's drawn his weapons, and
Yeah.
he's looking carefully at you.
And I can't cast any more spells.
Not necessarily. So if you go to your spell book,
Okay.
you still have. So cantrips you can cast all the time. There's no. Sorry, guys. Let me just close these. So you see where it says slots remaining? You still have slots remaining. And that's the number where it says, like, there's your slot total for your that level spell, and you don't have any more of this level, the next one down. You don't have any more of that level spell,
Okay.
but you still have 3 of that level spell, and then the cantrips, you can do whatever.
Okay.
So you got this spell, yep, you got that spell, all kinds of stuff.
Okay. But I can't do this one, can I? Okay. Can I do this one?
Yep.
Cool.
Okay. Mother. You see Marinor kind of getting ready, and she begins to gather energy and it looks like it is focused towards you, which is exactly what you were waiting for. You can choose to attack.
You just activated my trap card. Okay, where is it? This one. I'm sorry.
All right.
This.
Let's see.
Sorry.
You not get advantage, and that does not hit.
The spiritual weapon
so-
is there.
That is true. That does hit. Marinor, you are going to take 9 points of damage.
Bummer.
You can take a bonus action with a quarterstaff. You can take a bonus action because you're technically dual wielding. But I'm going to say you couldn't ready a bonus action. If you had more than one attack, I'd probably let you do it. But I'm not going to let you ready a bonus action as well as that. So as you suspected, Marinor began casting a spell at your direction, and you managed to bring your quarterstaff up and jam it right through the door. Marinor, you can now go ahead and finish your spell cast. Make an intelligence saving throw, Mother.
Oh no.
Not as good. Not like your wisdom. Oh.
Oh my.
Right. Oh snap! As she finishes casting her spell, you feel searing agony slam through your mind, and you take. Rachel, go ahead and if you look at the dice, screw it, I'll just do it for you. Oh, you take 6 points of damage, Mother.
Okay.
And then you get -3 to your next saving throw.
Ugh.
Nice.
So I'm just going to put a little 3 here. So we remember that you get -3 to your saving throw. Okay? All right.
Can I say something?
You can. It is your turn.
Can I just look at Mother and say, if you give up that box, we don't have to hurt you. I don't want to do this.
All right. Are you going to try to move? If you do, you will get. Like if you move. Actually, what you could do. No, you would get an attack of opportunity. So if you move anywhere right now, because of where Mother is, you would get an attack of opportunity because you'd be going out of his range if you move to the right or the left. So I don't recommend that you move. Is there any other actions you want to take? If you're not going to move, then the answer is no. Is that good?
That's good.
All right. I'm going to say yes. And... Okay. All right. As this guy moves forward towards you guys.
Difficult terrain. If it makes any difference.
I did move around him, just so you know.
Alright.
But yeah, they would be to go through them. They would be. So he comes here. I want Dove, Lob, and Dalvash to make a Wisdom save.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh god. As he comes up, he suddenly shifts into this just horrifying, monstrous, mind-bending form. And all three of you are now frightened.
Which one is the frightened?
Frightened. That's petrified.
I don't think there is a
Frightened. There is frightened. Frightened is the 3 exclamation marks. Okay. You are.
Just in Lob's him.
Lob does not
All
get
right.
frightened.
All right. You can repeat this saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
Right.
But that's it. So as this thing comes in, it just suddenly it just changes into this horrifying shape, and the three of you are left stunned. Saf, you fortunately did not see that, but you have heard yelling on this side of the train. You know something's happening down here, but you really don't know what. What are you doing?
Break my stealth, because at this point it really doesn't matter.
Okay.
And because I know that there was issues with the train, I'm gonna go down here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use my
Like an all-out run?
5, 10. I think to get down here was 60.
It's only 60, so you can still move one more if you want. But as you round the corner, you see Mother here, who can you use a quarterstaff one-handed? Right, you can.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a D6 instead of a D8.
Okay. That's a good question. What did you roll, Mother?
Yeah, I rolled one-handed.
Oh, you did roll one-handed damage. Damn. You still rolled a 9? God damn. Oh yeah, magical. Boom, baby. Okay. So you see Mother with a shield up in front of him, holding his staff, and just kind of trying to keep his eye looking straight ahead and looking over at Ithuriel.
So I'm gonna
We're gonna
use.
take your stealth off.
I'm gonna use my action and just move more. And I know there's no.
You can
person
still
behind the
move.
train,
So-
but I want to get right here, so I don't have
Oh.
enough movement with my stuff, so I have to use my action.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go right there and put my back.
Put your
to
face.
Mother.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna. Can I use the words?
Oh yeah.
Apparently not. I'm gonna look at or say to Mother, be like, "Is this what we're looking for?" Like touching the crate, and that's my action.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Quick question, because it is already 20 after 9.
Yeah, I've
Jeremy,
been watching that.
when do you turn into a pumpkin?
Quarter of 10 is like the absolute latest I can.
Okay, then let's not miss a beat. Lob, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna move here,
Okay.
and because I'm frightened, I'm gonna attack this guy at disadvantage,
Okay.
and miss.
All right.
But,
That is
as a
indeed.
bonus action, I'm going to use my second wind,
Okay.
and roll a d10.
Dalavash.
Oh, that sucks. Plus 3, so heal back 5 points.
Oh, nice.
Hey, Dalavash.
Is he muted?
Oh, you're muted, Bri. You're muted. I was
Yeah.
just gonna ask how that rope's working out for you.
Shut up.
That's mean.
DM uses taunt.
Make him
gun.
put. Make
It seemed like a good idea at the time, okay?
Vicious mockery
Vicious mockery.
causes 1d4 plus death.
So Doesn't that get you?
At the end of my turn, I'm going to make a wisdom save.
Yes, you are. Doesn't that get you though? Your con bonus to the second wind, or no?
No, it's just a D10 plus my fighter
Okay.
level.
Oh, so you already added your fighter level?
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's 2 plus 3 for 5.
Okay, that works.
Your saves are not at a disadvantage.
Your
No, but I rolled a 19 as my first, so...
Yeah, so
Right.
it counts.
ability checks. Yep, you're good. So you break from the
Frightenizing.
frightening.
At the end of my turn,
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. And this guy's no longer with us. Dalavash, you cannot move towards the changeling.
I know. That blows. So I'm gonna move over to here.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my hunter's mark on this guy.
Aim him.
No, the other
No, ethereal.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna attempt to shoot him with disadvantage, unfortunately.
Yep. Indeed.
And looks like a miss.
And that is indeed a miss.
There you go. That's about it for my move.
Wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh yeah.
Break it.
Save 21.
Boom!
Ouch.
And there it is. You are no longer frightened. This guy. He's gonna move. He's gonna move right here. He's gonna try the same trick. And only Lob, but this time, Lob, I'm going to give you advantage. You're prepared for this. You're trying to psych yourself up, so I'm going to give you a Wisdom saving throw with advantage because you know it's coming. So give me a Wisdom save with advantage, please. And this time you're ready. You're more than ready. And you just kind of growl as he turns into this hideous form. And you, Dove, are still focusing on the other one. You don't even see that one.
Okay.
how is the changeling frightening us?
He's
Shape-shifting.
Shapeshifting, yeah. Or at least,
Are they shape-shifting into a frightening form? Or...
Yes.
yeah,
exactly.
It might be just something we perceive, too, depending on the spell.
Yeah. It's a natural ability.
Okay.
So they're just transforming into something terrifying.
It's like
Yep.
it's like the werewolf thing in your vampire or whatever.
Yep.
The act of shape changing causes the. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, that's not right.
No, that's not. That's not
This
cool, man.
guy comes in and just immediately, seeing that his friend's display did not faze you, he immediately just tries several rapid attacks with a sharp, with a vicious-looking dagger. But both attacks don't seem to faze you. Athuriel looks towards as Safiel runs or approaches, and as Safiel approaches,
Warden, why do you insist on putting us in these places?
I kind of laughed, just like I did really.
Athuriel kind of narrows his eyes, and he kind of looks at you, and he just makes a small gesture towards you and whispers a word in an infernal language. Come on. Oh, for God's sakes. I gotta move your token. I don't know why it will not let me mark. So give me just a second.
At the bottom of the map.
Yeah, it is. It's because
So
it's at the
if it
bottom.
pops out, it's out of the range. Yep.
You want me to put something on it?
I'm just looking for the token. Or the mark. Alright, whatever.
Colored dots are the way.
I'm looking for curse. How is there not a curse?
Uh,
It's probably not one of the super common ones, maybe.
Yeah.
they have
Okay.
a condition dazzled. You do that
No,
little star.
I'm just going to
okay.
put the mark on you, the target. We'll use that for both Hunter's Mark and, other types of things. So as he gestures towards you, he puts his hand to the side as a blade extends, comes into being, and he attacks. Okay, that hits your armor class. So you take 8 plus 8, 11. Okay. Okay. So you take 11 points of damage. Foolish child. You cannot stop this. As he just... And that is the extent of his move. He gestured towards you. And then he attacked you with his blade that just grew into his hand, and it's a wicked-looking long sword. Dove, you're up,
All right. First, I'm gonna.
and you're frightened.
I know. First, I'm gonna try to cure wounds on Lob.
Okay.
Why did it do that? I clicked on the wrong place. That's why. Level 1 for 11.
Whoa!
Woo!
Nice.
And
Cool.
then, as my bonus action, I'm gonna say, "Kick some ass, Crag Digger."
Ha ha ha! Give him some
Give me some
inspiration.
inspiration, and I'm gonna end my turn with my wisdom save. Haha.
And that works. You are no longer frightened, and you have advantage on all other attacks if they choose to do the same one. And that ends your turn, correct?
Yep.
Okay. This guy is finally getting a chance to do anything. As he rushes over towards Lob. He says to Lob, "You gained your hit points." No, Lob, you didn't gain your hit points yet.
He just got back. He wasn't here when they were doing
Oh,
You got 11 hit points back.
11 hit points.
that. And inspiration.
Yep.
And I gave you the bardic inspiration. You got the little music notes.
What happened?
I I healed you and inspired you. I'm good like that.
Alright. So how many points did
11.
you or not heal me?
11. For a first level spell, that's pretty good.
Okay. Bam, 11 points.
Nope. Sorry you have so many. It doesn't look like that much.
It's not your fault.
That would be like half of mine.
I look at Dove and say, try harder.
Eamon steps near you and says, "Don't worry, fool. You'll be dead soon." And as he lunges in, he makes an attack with his longsword. That's plus... eight. Once per turn. Okay. All right. So he lunges forward and slashes. He deals 3 points of slashing damage. However, it's a precise cut on the back of your like near like a blow right to your hamstring almost, and you lose. Nope, not at all. So your speed is now reduced until the start of. Until it gets back to Ainam's turn, your speed is reduced by 10.
Alright, for his next turn. Alright, so my speed is 20. Good, because I don't need a speed of 20 to kill you.
Hold on. Okay. And yes, so move that. Okay. Yep, that's it. So that is his attack. The Warforged is going to not even care about giving Lob an attack of opportunity. He's just going to walk over.
He's wise.
So you get an attack of opportunity against him.
I will kill you. You are number 3 on my kill list. I haven't drawn a weapon yet, so it's an unarmed strike, right?
It would probably be a one-arm strike, yeah.
Punch him.
Not like your unarmed strikes are, like, you know, not insanely strong. But that does not hit the Warforged. Okay, so as he comes over, there's like no expression on his face. He just immediately starts in a flurry of blows on Dove.
He's a Warforged monk?
No, it's just, tons of, he has arm blades, so he's just swinging for the fences. The first attack does hit Dove, and you take 9 points of damage. No, sorry, hold on.
What's the 10 on low?
14 points of damage. as it was an incredibly precise hit.
Is this the second time this
the
campaign
other
I've taken
one-
damage?
The other one also hits,
Oh no.
but that is only for, not quite as strong, that's only for 5 points of damage.
Ouch.
Yeah. And Mother, your turn. We're gonna do Mother, then Marinor, and then that's gonna be the end for this session.
Okay, well, I guess it's whacking time.
We could finish the whole round. We could finish to Lob. He's on 5.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
that and that.
So
on
you
there.
do your staff and your spiritual weapon. And I'm assuming you're attacking Marinor, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Both of those hit. Are you dealing lethal or non-lethal damage?
Non-lethal.
Alright. Marinor. You are unconscious at 0 hit points
Bummer.
99.
as he knocks you out. Kathonk. Now you can move or attack with your spiritual weapon.
Ah, right. Okay.
Right. So, like, you can move and attack, but with it attacking, I'm gonna say hold off on the move.
Okay. Yeah. And I'll turn to the other guy and say, "Seems you're not so concerned about setting it off. Shame if it were to kill you."
Hey, it'd be a shame if this thing was to go off.
And that's it for me.
It's gonna kill us all.
Okay. He can't actually see what's happening in there. Alright, so Marinor, he dealt non-lethal damage, so he didn't kill you, so you don't have to make any saving throws, but there's not much you can do at this point since your character is unconscious. The next guy, where's he at? He's going to come over here, and he's going to throw a sharp dagger towards you, Dove.
Oh no.
And there's your AC. Oh, of course you disappeared. You always disappear.
15 is my AC.
15? Okay.
Actually,
so-
my character sheet says 13, so I would go with that. I don't know why this thing says 15.
What are you wearing for armor?
Oh, wait. Leather is only +1, right?
Yeah, but you get your dex bonus.
Yeah, but you get your full dex bonus.
Right, it's +2. So I have 13.
So, yeah.
13? Okay.
So I'll fix that. I don't know why I rolled 15. Maybe I was trying to cheat.
Okay. So that is a hit. Oh, lovely. For 1 point of damage.
Oh no.
Oh, that's cute.
As he chucks his dagger, and it basically just scrapes you by.
But it hits me for no points.
Bounces off you.
Yeah, I'm like,
Stab.
oh man, that's nice try, buddy. Nice try.
Okay. I have a question.
Yes.
So I want to use, so as a bonus action, I can use Insightful Fighting, so I would have to make an insight check on his charisma. He would have to
Opposed.
make a deception check.
Yep.
So if I want to use my inspiration, can I wait until after he rolls to see if I succeed? Or do I have to roll it at advantage now because that's the intent?
Yeah. You would roll it with advantage, but I've already let everyone else do that, like, after the roll. So I'm going to let you decide after you roll whether or not you want to use your advantage before I have him do an opposing roll. Does that make sense?
So I will do that. So I'm going to. I have to make an insight check on against his deception. I'm not going to use it. So he has to be at a 16 deception.
Okay. He does.
Oh well. All right, that's fine. Yeah, so that's fine. All right, I will just hit him.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Now, was that a bonus at all?
Yeah, that's a bonus
Okay,
action.
that was your bonus. Okay.
All right, I think. Yeah, as a bonus action. Yeah. Okay. So we'll see what happens. 19 to hit.
19 hits for 9
And 9
piercing damage.
Yep. And I think that's it, because I used my bonus action. Can't really hide. I don't need to go anywhere, so I'm good. That's it.
A very solid hit against him.
Good.
Okay. Lob, you are up.
Okay.
And you're also we're ending the session on you.
As a move action, I'm going to draw my great sword. And as a free speaking action, I'm going to say, somebody's gonna die now. And I'm gonna attack this changeling.
Why are you using a move action to draw your sword?
Well, it is a move action, correct?
No.
No.
Drawing a
Interact
weapon
with one item as
Yeah.
a free action.
for free. That's a free action.
I'm still not moving.
Yeah, that's fine. I just want to make sure you know you can if you want to.
Alright, well, I'm still drawing my great sword.
Okay?
And I am striking at this changeling from my northwest.
Okay.
15? Is that a hit?
A 15 is as a hit.
For 8 points.
8 points of damage. Boom.
Alright, that's it. Actually, no. I take that back. No, that's it. That's it. I'm gonna save the rest for later.
Okay. All right. So you're just gonna attack the once, no action surge, no nothing else.
Nope, nothing else.
Okay. Then here we shall leave it. I'm gonna go ahead and get back. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this, of our turn order, because that will be out the window for next.
What is the 10
one.
that is on Lob?
That is your movement speed reduction.
Okay.
Okay. So here is where we end for the night. Our next session will be on July 7th.
All right.
Unless we can squeeze one more in, which I'll talk to you about. I expected to be done with this. And so I'd kind of like to try to at least finish this combat before the 7th. Would that work for everyone?
Depends on the day.
Mhm.
Yeah, just let
It
me
depends
know.
on the day. I'll throw some options because to be honest, I was hoping we would at least finish this up. So I'm going to throw some options in the Eberron chat, and we'll see when everyone can get together next.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you
Awesome.
very much.
Fun. Good game.
Good game.
All right.